Welcome to the People Here podcast. My name is Issei. I'm joined here by
Jay.
My name's Jackson.
CJ.
Got different money. What?
Different money.
I was thinking of Jay Money. That's why when
Jay Money.
We got different people. We don't got Jay Money. We don't got Moon Guy today.
They're not making an appearance this
Yes.
episode.
Why is that?
Decided to be a new man today, you know what?
New Man.
New man.
Change your name.
New year, new me.
That was a while ago, big boss.
Bro, it's like March now, man.
Yeah, bro.
Gotta
Spring.
keep.
Spring and snow.
There's a little bit of spring outside, but
What?
gotta keep your habits up, you know.
Yeah.
That's
What?
New year.
What about you, Jackson?
Change your name?
Just didn't feel like it today. Yeah.
I feel
What's
that.
going on?
Wait, what episode is this? This is episode
Oh, it's actually episode
6.
We don't know.
No,
He's got too many content for y'all. We don't know.
Nah,
Keep
the
tuning in.
Episode 6. I'm pretty sure it's 6.
The editors now. 6.
We got too much content for y'all. Tune in.
Wait. Before we continue any further, do you see what's on the screen right now? Only 30% of you have subscribed. The other 60%, you're disappointing us right now. What's going on? I know that you can like the video, that you can subscribe to the channel, that you can share it with your friends. I know you have plenty of friends, because everyone has friends. I don't, but everyone has friends. All right? So do me a favor. Do the 3 things that I just mentioned and tune in to the people here.
Man, this reminds me of like how some people mostly remember the bad than the good. Like when you do something bad, they just totally forget all the good you've done too. So because to be fair, all humans just love to see the bad stuff. It's interesting. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because I'm a victim of that too. But when I see something bad, for real, no way. If I see something good, it's just another thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Oh man, maybe it's us. We the problem too.
I feel like that's true for a lot of people because this is like a rare case, but like if you were to scroll on Instagram right now, you wouldn't see a lot of like good deeds. Or at least for me personally. Like you wouldn't see like, oh yeah, I'm helping the homeless, this is what I'm doing to support my community. You'd see a lot of like, look at this funny thing that this celebrity did, or like it's just that stuff doesn't get promoted a lot.
Even now, even if you like you said, your example, you go out like you showing out to the community, and people in the comments who still hate, like they're still saying, "Oh, why are you recording that?
Why are you recording that?
Why are you recording that? You should be helping off camera or something." But people always have to say something bad because I don't know. Something about us that we react to, like
right. People always try to make it like a talking point when in reality it's just like a good deed that needs to just be like praised and like enjoyed in the moment because that stuff doesn't get promoted as much as like something that's funny without get like a bunch of engagement and comments like, oh, this is something my friend would do, or like stuff like that. Like when you see a good deed on social media, you don't really know how to feel about it sometimes.
One of the things that makes me mad the most, it's not even like I was saying, but like say someone repeatedly does bad deeds for a while and then they change. Become like a good person, they try to change their attitude, and people still remember that bad stuff and not the person that they are right now.
Well, it depends what they did, big boss.
Nah, bro, but they've changed.
I think it really depends.
Depends what they did.
So, alright, give me an example.
To some extent,
Mass murder.
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough. But like,
Because those lives she took away ain't coming back.
no, you have a fair point. But like, there's some stuff. Maybe like they said something out of pocket, and then they educate themselves. And like you said, that's probably an extreme example. But when I think about that, it's like they're saying something. They said something out of pocket, social media. Then they change. They get some education. But they're still remembering that bad part about it.
Do you feel like I'm always being Kanye, but
Oh.
Kanye got on stage and he said, or like even way before then, he said, George Bush doesn't care about black people or something like that, and he had a big backlash on it. And I guess he got educated on that, and then he made a mistake again. He got on stage, and he told Taylor Swift that Beyonce had the best album of all time. People still bring it up to this day.
What?
Do you think because he's still wilding out, or
No, I think it's because he still hasn't learned. That's the thing, because he
Yeah,
still
exactly.
says out of pocket. Some of the stuff he says in the media, he still says it.
But
out of pocket stuff.
at one point, like right after, like he made that, after he made that album, like the beautiful
and BDTF, yeah.
after he made it, I think people like kind of brought him back. Like he made a song with Jay-Z, he made Watch the Throne. Like he was kind of back. And then at some point, like 2015, 2016, he started wilding out again. So I guess to your point, he just
That's on him.
learn from it.
Like,
So that's
really
on
on him. He's not learning from it, so he deserves to get the hate that he gets.
And honestly, oh wait,
Nah, that's all I had to say.
but honestly, when you like say something that's outlandish like Kanye does, you don't really get like the audience isn't really like, okay, what more do you have to say?
Mhm.
They're like, go away,
Go
that
away.
was crazy, go away. They don't really push you, but they don't really like try to accept you after that. So it takes a lot of time. It was like you're getting pushed out by society in a sense because they're not really willing to hear anything else you have to say after that.
Okay.
So even if you did educate yourself, even if you did
But should we do that though?
recognize yourself, like you're not really gonna get hurt. But what are you saying?
Should we do that though? Like if one person makes a mistake once, should we just push them away? To your point.
Oh,
I mean-
give him a couple chances. Kanye's got.
Should we really do that? Kanye is like an extreme.
Yeah,
I'm talking about like you. You imagine you right now. We blow up, and you're a celebrity.
Right.
All right, and then you say some outlandish stuff, which I don't think you would say.
Probably the least likely.
yeah,
Out of the least likely.
But imagine you say something crazy, right? People are just wilding out, like, "Oh, Jackson is a horrible person," and then you said, "My mistake."
Get him canceled.
What I'm saying,
Right.
like, should we push you away?
The thing is, if I don't immediately recognize what I said was wrong, then yes, I honestly have no any disagreement with that. Because if I'm of the belief that what I said was right, then I feel like I'm almost a lost cause, and it's going to be so hard to educate me to like make amends that it's just almost pointless. Like it's just so much time and energy you're wasting of people's time that it's not even worth it. At that point, if I don't recognize what I said was wrong, then I'm not trying to learn what I did was wrong. There's no really. What do you think?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I agree with you. We should not just like our response should not be just like go away. We should try to be caring because we should love one another and trying to like educate each other. Like if someone says something super ignorant,
Paul Scholes is completely overhyped and that Jordan Henderson is a better player.
like about a community or about a certain group, we should educate them. Like this is not what you do. This is not what you say. And to your point, if they're still making that same mistake and they're still saying some outlandish stuff, then we should not pay mind to them.
Right.
So I think that's just the point where Kanye is.
Nah,
But
I think Kanye's a gone case.
it's a gone case, but people
Gone
still
case.
pay mind to him. Like when should we just like ignore? Because I think a lot of it is attention seeking.
It is, and I don't think we should like necessarily ignore him because what he says has an impact on people.
Okay.
In the sense of like, what is it called? I forgot what it's called, but it like gets people attention and not in a necessarily positive way. But it shouldn't be ignored because a person with that big of a platform shouldn't just be just go away. But he should be like he should listen. He should listen to why what he says is wrong.
If not Mason Greenwood, then someone like the baby.
Someone like the baby.
The baby?
Yeah,
Why the baby?
because of what he said in Rolling Loud.
What did he say?
The something against he was like homophobia or something like that.
All I know is that he like hit a girl or something.
Nah, it
Pretty
was
sure
the
I'm
only
tripping.
the reason he got hit canceled because of some homophobia comments he made out Rolling Loud, and then his career went downhill. But
But just like Kevin Hart, that's why
he's
he did
tried
the
like
Oscars.
he's given
Mhm.
a try to like kind of educate himself to become better.
Mhm.
I think people still haven't accepted that. They think he
Who?
still has that
The
mindset.
baby?
The baby, yeah.
Okay.
I feel like what are you saying?
No, I was gonna say what do you think about that, Jackson?
But honestly, once you get that much fame and power, it is hard for someone to tell you like, "Hey, you shouldn't say that. You shouldn't say that." Especially someone who doesn't have that much of a platform to speak on. Even someone who does have a platform to speak on, it's
There's no
hard
way.
to listen to that person and be like, "Hey, bro, you shouldn't have said that. That was kind of crazy." But like, that's the thing. I feel like that's why we shouldn't be paying attention, or not paying attention. That's why we shouldn't be like,
Focus on it.
yeah, like focus necessarily on what these people say. We should also try to focus on people who actually have good things to say and not just gonna say some crazy stuff. Just like good things to say.
Okay.
Because those people don't get enough like attention.
That's true.
But yeah,
I can say the same thing about Kevin Hart did, bro.
What did Kevin Hart say?
Oh man, I forgot what year what year it was.
Yeah, he had a lot of backlash sometimes.
No, bro, this one was crazy though. He was supposed to host the Oscars, but he didn't because something that he said like maybe 8 years ago and stuff like that. He said like something about homosexuality and all that, and then he started getting backlash like 8 years later. And Kevin Hart said, "We all grow, we all make mistakes, and I know I've made mine. But if you guys are gonna beat me up about something that I did 8 years ago, then I can't do nothing about that." And people were just saying, "We just want to hear you say sorry and blah blah blah. You'll still get to host the Oscars." But he said, "I'm not apologizing for something I made back in the day. I know I'm a better man now, and I know I'm not going to do it again." But then he didn't get to host the Oscars because he didn't apologize.
Yeah.
He took it away. No, I know he dropped it. Actually, he didn't want to.
I remember it's like
he didn't want to.
17, 20, I don't know.
He didn't want to
Somebody
do the Oscars anymore. Actually,
The Oscar,
yeah, he declined. I think he dropped it. And what y'all think about that, bro?
No, I was gonna say like that's basically cancel culture. Like something someone did 10 years ago.
Saying like, this is still who they are. Like that's what makes me mad. Like, come on, they've changed. For the most part.
What if like they made a racist tweet and then now they're a celebrity? Now they're the president or something like that.
I feel like if they're not able to look back and recognize what they said was crazy and not even feel sorry for it, then that's crazy. Like, why? If you know it was wrong and you know you said it, then why? I don't see why you won't apologize.
Then he said he
was wrong.
He said he was wrong, but he said
I don't know why he wouldn't apologize then.
You said he was wrong.
No, apologize.
Apologize about it?
Yes.
Oh, did he apologize?
No,
Okay.
not really. He didn't really say no. I'm sorry for what I did. Blah, blah, blah. He just basically said, "I know I did wrong, but at that time, I'm not gonna apologize for something I did."
Oh, you said I'm not gonna apologize.
No, but I know what I did was wrong though, and stuff like that.
What do you think about that? Like,
how would you feel if someone?
I think that's the video. I can find it though.
He has a fair point.
But how would you feel if someone did that to you personally? Like someone you knew, someone you cared about was like, "I know what I did was wrong, but I'm not sorry." Like that raises a question. Like, how would you feel?
I don't know if that's exactly what he said.
I don't think that's what he said.
I could be wrong.
Right.
Because I remember some people saying on social media saying like he was basically just saying, "I did what I did."
I feel like he probably apologized.
I don't know.
We're gonna look for the tweet though.
Yeah,
We're gonna look for the tweet and then
I'm
probably
pretty
say.
sure. In some way, but people wanted more. Like what? They wanted more than just an apology. But I don't know what they wanted, but they wanted more than just an apology. And
Probably wanted him to have that pride, pride flag profile or something.
Yeah.
Something more extreme.
what do you mean?
Huh?
What do you mean they wanted with the pride flag?
Like the pride,
profile or something?
Like show support. Like
Show support to the
I just say
community.
I'm sorry, but like, all right, now you have to show like
Your intention.
your intention.
But
but
that would be like fake intent. Like
yeah, you
fake
can't.
intention.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You don't want to force somebody to
That's
something they don't want to
forcing
do.
Exactly.
It's fake.
Companies be doing that during like Gay Pride Month.
I don't like. It's not. I don't like the.
Hold on. You don't like what when companies do that?
Exactly. I don't like what compete. I understand they're trying to be more inclusive to other people. Yes, but it feels really forced. It feels like even the movies, like, oh, let's do more movies with more black people, and then it just ruins the movie. They just, for example, they just ruins the whole thing about the movie.
Or like making like a black suit.
Black, yeah. Like,
I mean, I understand.
Black Superman?
Example. That's just an example.
Well, you can say Black Panther.
But that's actually
but making Black Panther.
Black Panther.
I think what you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but like y'all talking about like they remade the Mermaid movie.
Oh yeah.
I'm not mad about that, but
it's like
I'm not mad about that either. What are you saying?
It's like I understand you're trying to be inclusive, but push the agenda when it can be pushed. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
But
or what do you think?
I feel like the purpose isn't just to show a black character in a mermaid suit doing this. I think it's more so to give the children who watched My Little Mermaid, like the white children that watched that Little Mermaid, and what they felt, and give that same feeling that white children felt to like black children. Because black children are going to get the opportunity to see, oh, a natural mermaid that's black, that looks like me. Like, that's something that has been robbed from like the black community for like such a long time in movies.
Yeah.
If you think about it, you don't see a lot of black superheroes.
I agree with that.
Past,
I agree with that. Like with that's another case. But I'm just saying, movies that just have like people from different like like racial communities or something like that, just to have it. They just have people there just to have it because they want to be inclusive. Black Mirror is just another case because like you just perfectly explained it. With girls that grew up, didn't watch it, they didn't have that feeling. They can relate to someone that looks like them. So I understand, but like I'm just saying like when, for example, Nike or like big corporation, they just get in that agenda just to do it. They don't do it because they actually want to do it.
Right.
They do it because if they don't do it in Pride Month,
They'll get called
they're
out.
getting called out.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
What you're saying.
but if you don't want to do it, just don't do it. Don't do it for the sake of it, or like just because you want to be. That I don't like, because I feel like it's really fake. Or like Black History Month, you just want to, post something about Black history because not because you want to do it, because you feel like
you have to.
You have to. That's
All
I
the
think
black
it's-
squares.
Yeah, that's just what I think.
That makes me think about the this might sound crazy. The what was it? Happy Women's Day.
Women's
Women's Day was yesterday. Oh, the other day.
March 8th, right?
March 8th.
What's like? Is it the day that I don't understand what
You
it is?
just want
I honestly don't know. I need to do more research.
Yeah, me too. Because I think they shouldn't just be a day for that. I think it should be every day that you celebrate your woman and every person that you have in your life like a woman. It shouldn't be just one day. Like, why should we just specify it one day? It should be every day. It should not be a holiday. Do it every day. Why you had to do it only on the holiday?
So every day should be Women's Day. Is that what I'm saying?
I'm saying just tell your woman you love them every day.
That's true.
Show appreciation.
It's the same thing with Father's Day.
Exactly.
Right.
Mother's Day,
Father's Day,
you feel
Mother's
me?
Day.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day, all that stuff. Like, why you gotta do just on that special day? Why do we gotta capitalize it just on that special day?
To highlight it.
Right. Because not everybody got money. They don't want to spoil their woman any day type of thing.
You know what's
I mean, they
what
want to, but they can't.
That day.
Then they with the wrong girl. She won't accept it. You feel?
I know, yeah.
You feel? Yeah. Like,
So-
I can't provide for you, but I'm gonna do what I can.
Right.
No, I want more. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying though, but I feel like it's just more so like highlighting it. You know what I'm saying? Like, highlighting Black History Month, because not every day we learn about those things. Like
True.
like Black History Month, you learn more about it, about your culture, than sometimes more you learn about it in class. So it's about highlighting certain stuff, and about Women's Day too. Like in my culture, it's a big day.
Women's.
Yeah, like the women's would do everything. Like if you're going to church, the whole service would be like just the ladies, the drums, everything, the music,
So mad.
everything
What?
will be
African culture gets me so mad,
what?
bro. I think we might disagree on this because you lived in you know what I'm saying, in Africa longer than I did.
Mhm.
But I don't think the woman should be doing everything. That gets me so mad.
What do you mean?
Like, because the African culture is like if you have a daughter, the daughter's expected to serve the family, if that makes sense, right? Make the food, give the making me
Why
mad.
is that making you mad?
Why? Get you up. You have your own legs, your own arms. Your daughter's not your slave, bro.
That's not.
No,
it's
but I don't care, bro. I don't believe in that.
No.
I don't believe. I think if they're gonna make the food, you can get up and get your own. There's no need for them. If they make it, they don't have to serve you too.
I get
Get
what you're
up, clean the dishes. But they're gonna make them do the dishes too. Clean the kitchen, bro. That's wrong.
No. Listen.
It is wrong
It's wrong.
for me.
Okay. That's for
My
you
opinion.
because you grew up here. You're different culture.
No.
Listen,
It's messed up, bro.
listen.
Let's say the roles were switched. You had to do all that. Would that be fair?
That would be fair
Why?
because that's my culture. You gotta respect your culture.
No, bro.
That's your
I
culture.
don't respect that, bro.
You gotta respect the role of your. Listen.
Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say like, if let's say you were born like in India or something like that.
Right.
The roles are different. The cultures are different.
Right.
You would have a whole different mindset because you grew up mostly here in America. That's why you believe in certain things, which is fine. But it's not like people in India think differently about certain things. They're wrong, certainly wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's just we're different. But you can't say that because you care about you're fulfilling this certain role in your family. It's necessarily slavery or something like that. No.
To me, that's what it seems like.
You know.
That's what it seems like.
But I get what you're saying. You just like you grew up to do. Just word different. Just say don't say that it's wrong. Just say
No, I think it's wrong.
just say it's different.
That raises a question. If you thought that something your culture did was wrong, what would you do?
If I thought something in my culture
I'm
was
not
wrong.
gonna believe it.
Oh yeah, I don't agree with everything from my culture.
That's fair.
I don't agree. Certain things are just wrong. But
Like, where do you draw the line?
where do you draw the line?
Should be the woman. That right there.
Yeah.
When it's
Right
unethical.
there.
If let's say you want you for example the same question, the same example you brought up. Let's say you want your wife or your daughters to cook for you or like to clean. Like if you're abusing them, that's unethical. But if that's what they're willing to do, they want to do.
What if they don't want to, but they feel like if they say no, they're gonna get yelled at?
Exactly.
That's part of the culture.
Right.
No, that's abusive.
How do we know?
Exactly.
Manipulated.
Yeah, that's abusive because you say if you don't do this, I'm not gonna marry you or I'm not gonna do. That's
But
abusive.
What if they were raised from since they were a little baby to cook, clean, to take care of the other little
Yeah, because
kids?
they were raised like that.
They were raised that way from the moment they were born.
That's wrong.
How do you even know what they want to do?
That's not wrong. They just
That's
how
crazy, bro.
because let's put it the other way, right?
Yeah.
Let's say in America is pretty different. You can just do anything you want. Like let's say you're
Nah, put into my opinion, not America. My opinion.
your opinion.
My opinion is if she wants to cook, then I'm going to clean. If I'm going to cook, she's going to clean.
That's you.
That's how it's supposed to be. It's not just you cook, you clean.
I agree with that.
Bro, what?
I agree with that.
It has to. You know what I'm saying?
No.
That's
I like what you're
marriage
saying.
Too. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
there
Both
needs to be.
roles, yeah.
What you're trying to say is, there needs to be cooperation. Like there needs to be communication. Oh, I do this, you do that.
Yes.
What I'm trying to say is, if like in Africa, for example, you said not everybody's like that.
Yeah, not everybody.
By the way, but if in that house things are communicated that we're gonna move this way, and the wife agrees, the kids agree, the kids are with it. There's nothing wrong with it. But if it's abusive, they don't want to do it, and you guys are not on the same page, then there's unethical. Then that's where you draw the line. Is what I'm trying to say.
But in the African culture, not all African cultures, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
but if they say no, then that's wrong. And if they abuse them, then that might not seem wrong because they're not listening to their parents. So that's not wrong to them. You see what
Say
I'm
that
saying?
again.
You see what I'm trying to say? So let's say, like you said yourself, let's say, oh, you have to do this, right? And they say no. And now they have to show force. But in an African culture, some African cultures, it's not wrong to show force because they're not listening to you. So you have to show force so they listen because it's not wrong. Because they're supposed to listen.
No, that's abusive.
But to them,
I'm
it's
with
not.
you. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say.
Some, yeah, some they don't think
Some
it's
people do
abusive,
that. Some
yeah.
people don't think.
They don't think it's abusive.
Some people don't think, but it's
Yes.
still abusive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say with you. I'm
So
gonna
when you
say
say it's abusive, if your parents did that to you,
did what?
Like force me?
like not force you, but like say like you didn't want to do something, but they said, all right, I'm gonna show. I'm gonna get the belt.
But like what? Like
give an
I
example.
did. Yeah, bro. Like I didn't want to clean.
Example, yeah, you don't want to
I didn't want to clean. Well, honestly, I would just listen to my parents. I would clean because I
mean, but
know
what if you didn't
I know
want
they're
to?
providing for me and all that. The least I
Okay.
can do is just help them around the house.
But-
But if they're asking me all the time, And like abusing it, you could tell when like they're abusing that power. You know what I'm saying? You could tell the difference and stuff like that.
Exactly. It just means certain things are communicated, certain things are established in the family. Because when you're gonna have a family, you're gonna carry away that you're gonna establish certain things that need to be, you guys are gonna move in a certain way, the way you want it. Because you said, I'm gonna do this, the wife is gonna do this. It's established in the family in Africa as well. They have that established.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's wrong. But when you're saying like you're abusing your power, like you said, then you're stepping out of line now. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think.
I had this conversation with my sister, bro.
But yeah, I agree with you. Like you should not like force someone to do certain things. It just means that the way they move that way is because it's established in their family that I'm gonna, for example, go work and the wife is gonna do this because that's what worked for them. It's not like because they have to or like they got forced. It's how it's established in the culture.
Yeah,
that's just what I think.
That makes sense, but yeah, sometimes it's like they have to. They can't have a choice.
I want to say
that's abusive.
I want to say something, but I'm not really sure if it's my position to talk because I'm not raised in an African household, so I'm not that familiar with the culture. Yeah. But isn't it like the young girls are raised since they were young, and all they know is how to like cook, clean, provide, while the boy typically lives out whatever he wants to do pretty much. He could play soccer, he could play with his friends, that type of stuff. Like, how would you describe it? Like,
some African households.
I don't know. It depends. I think. Jay, you want it?
Like the overall culture.
I would say some people, like most families that I know, some families are like that. Yeah. They make like if a woman messes up, or they bashed on like crazy. But if the guy messes up, it's okay. It's okay. Just go back to your room. No, now you gotta. But if the daughter messes up, no, go clean the house. Go make the food now. I don't care what you did. Go make the food.
Dang.
Bro, it's crazy, man.
Some,
not all.
Okay.
Some, and it's like they're built like, the man is supposed to provide this, and this, but since he's doing that, you gotta do this for him no matter what. You gotta do that. Like, bro, she can go work too. You know what I'm saying? Like, let her go work. He can stay home sometimes to cook. Bro, it's. Oh my God, it gets me so mad, bro.
Look, the thing you're saying, like how like daughters are raised.
Yeah.
Are like those like cooking or like cleaning.
It's not wrong.
Those are
it's beneficial. It's good to learn how to cook and all that. To provide, like, learn how to cook for yourself and all that. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good skill.
Those things are like values.
Yeah.
They're not like you have to do it. They're like values for like women. That's how it's seen.
What do you mean by that? That seems a bit sketchy.
How is that sketchy?
I don't know. Like you said they're values for women.
Oh, they're like how can I say it? They're just values. What do you want me to say? Like, it doesn't value like it's just something you like costumes. Is that better?
Costumes? Or
no,
costumes. Okay.
Yeah.
Costumes.
Like it's customary for.
It's
so.
It's tradition. It's something that you're taught.
But it's because we're so used to seeing it as women that it's like it has no choice but to be women.
Huh?
Because we're so used to it like that. But if it was switched, then what if it was switched?
What if give an example?
Like this right now we're talking about, bro.
What if it was switched? It would have been different too.
Yeah, exactly. So we shouldn't just say it's a value for women. It should be men and women. They should both learn how to cook. You know
of course, I agree with that.
But I don't know, the way you said it just made it sound like women like have to be like that.
That's why.
No. That's how the way you made it sound like. But I know you didn't mean it like that.
No, I didn't mean it. Like those are seemed.
Yeah.
For example, it's like, let's say something. Let me give an example for like our perspective as men, right? Like for example, you Jackson, you have to. What can I give an example? Let's say the back, like old days, Jackson. you have to hunt.
Damn.
Hunt together.
You have to hunt.
I bet.
You know what I'm saying? Those are values taught for men as like that's just a wild example.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Those are just nobody actually. Where I'm from, nobody actually hunts. Example.
It's not that I know of.
At least that I know.
Not that I know of.
But let's just say. Yeah, you have to. Well, let's say hunting is a value taught to men. It's just what is established. Doesn't mean you're going to be forced to do it, means that to work in a society when you want to, you know.
It sounds like, this might sound bad, but it kind of sounds like what you're saying is like, because I do this, I have value.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you do this,
Because I hunt, I have value. Because a woman cooks and cleans, she has value.
Imagine if she couldn't cook and clean.
No, what I'm trying to say is we're raised differently, right?
Right.
Let's say your parents raised you a certain way. They taught you what? Values, right?
They taught me
values and costumes and traditional stuff, like just things that you need to learn. That's what I'm trying to mean. I'm not saying like because you Jackson, you learn a certain thing, you're more valuable than this person.
But when you say like values and stuff, I'm thinking like, this is right and wrong. This is why you should learn to forgive people. This is how you this is how you make a friend. This is how you, like, values, like how to be a better person, not less so a better wife or a husband. Or provide for.
Doesn't that make us better people? If you're a better husband and you're a good wife or whatever that
I
is.
mean, in the eyes of a society, I mean, in the eyes of your wife, yeah, it makes you a better husband. But like, does it make you a better person?
Sorry. Not necessarily. I don't think that's correlated. That's necessarily
being
correlated.
A better wife make you a better person. That's what. Like,
is how I'm trying. Like,
that's a good question.
That's because
tune into the next episode when we talk about that.
those being actually, because if you're taught how to be, you gotta move this way, you gotta do it this way. Does that affect you, like when you have your family? And let me say, just like if you're a good husband, right? You're gonna treat a good husband or a parent. You're gonna treat your kids well, and you're gonna treat your spouse well. Right. Which eventually people are going to respect you in your society.
I'm thinking like,
so I don't know.
When you say like instill values, you're like learning to be like just a better person, and when you're a better person, you're a better father, you're a better husband. But like when you say learn to hunt, learn to cook and clean, I'm more so thinking you provide for your family. And I feel like that's kind of where the divide is. Like in African culture, you're taught to provide, where more so in American culture you're taught
to what?
You focus more on being just a better person, not necessarily to provide for your family in the future.
It's like sense. Backwards.
Makes sense.
Oh, look, that's just like a divide, you know. Like once.
But I think
definitely depends where you're raised.
But if you I think if you lead it the right way, you're gonna end up at the same spot, which is becoming a better person in the society. You know what I'm saying? Like if you become like the traditional way, if you're willing to becoming a better person and trying to make yourself better for the right person or make yourself better for your spouse one day is the same thing for me. Because let's say, for example, becoming a better person, right? If you're trying to talk to a girl, you're trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, get your riz up, get your communication skills up. Yeah. Isn't that making you a better person?
I mean, you're learning to talk to women.
You're learning how to talk to.
You learn a good skill.
You learn a good skill, and it makes you a better person. Why? It also makes you one day like how to. You can learn how to sell when you can learn how to, which makes you trying to get money, right?
Makes you charismatic.
Charismatic. Sell money, sell things, make business because you can provide.
Right.
From that thing.
Or just go to school and be a major in communication.
Yeah, that works. So that being a better person and what you're saying, just become a better spouse is the same thing for me.
Yeah.
And it leads to the same outcome.
It's a good question.
But
CJ, what do you think?
What do you think?
Damn, y'all put me in the spot.
You want to know?
I was pointing at the time, honestly. That's why.
Let's go. No, say it.
Say it.
You want to know? You ain't talked this whole time.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. We want to know.
People want to know.
What I think, I kind of lean in what Issa was saying. Because I think if you think about it, being a better wife, it does make you a better person overall. It's just one characteristic that you're bettering yourself, and in turn that characteristic betters yourself. Or I don't know if that makes sense.
One characteristic.
Like, so like say like you have a full plate, and you say you want to be a better wife, and being a better wife in turn makes you a better person. You're bettering that one kind of part of your plate, so that way your plate becomes more full, becomes more like holistic, more rounded.
Because you're becoming a better wife, so that means you're treating your husband right? So does that mean you're gonna treat everybody like your husband?
That's kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Really?
That's what it sounds like.
Because like you don't treat your wife because you're a wife. That doesn't mean you treat.
But then again, like I said, that's one part of your plate. You're just treating your husband like that. Mm-hmm. So now, if you're gonna treat, say you want to talk about treating other people like in a friendly way, that's another part of that's a completely different part of your plate that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're just saying, working on being a better wife makes you more whole.
Yeah, in a sense, yeah, it makes you a more holistic, whole-rounded person. That's why I agree with Issei.
Yeah,
I understand where you guys are coming
from. It's basically the same thing.
But I feel like I understand where Issei is coming from.
It's basically the same thing because you're working on things.
You don't want to be on our side.
Yeah. It's like it's literally the same thing because you becoming a whole person. You becoming interesting. You're building yourself up. You're confident.
You're learning discipline. I'm going to use Issei. You're learning values. Yeah.
About life.
Yeah, about life. So, yeah.
So, and you can become a better person, and at the same time, you can become a potential, good spouse.
Yeah. So I have a really good point, but I feel like it's going to drag it on for 20 more minutes.
So make sure you tune into the next episode when we talk about this.
Yes.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace.